This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform to build your brand online. Hi, I'm kchoi. Welcome back to my channel. Earlier this year, I took a 3-month sabbatical from my corporate job, and I've shared a few videos about how I spent my time in France, London, and Japan. We've now reached the final installment of my sabbatical series, and for this video, I'm going to share about my 3 weeks in Korea. It's been 6 years since I last visited Korea, so there was a lot for me to do, but at the same time, I just wanted to unplug, relax, and spend time with family and loved ones. As with all of my sabbatical entries, I've been picking a word to describe my time in that particular part of my sabbatical, and my word for my time in Korea is mindfulness. Even though I was technically traveling and touring and wanted to do a lot of things, I also wanted to just simply live and be. There was a time during my trip where I got really anxious because I felt like I was behind on doing content or wasn't being as productive as I should have been. But I realized that instead of putting that kind of pressure on myself, I should just be mindful and grateful for the time that I have off and really try to be present while I visited my family and friends in Korea. As you can imagine, I did a lot in the span of 3 weeks, so this video is going to be divided into 3 chapters: food, quality time, and exploring beyond Seoul. Starting with food, there are endless options in Seoul, and it's honestly hard to keep up because there's constantly new things popping up. But here are just a few favorites from my time there. Starting with the classic is Myeongdong Gyoja, which is a kalguksu or knife-cut noodle soup restaurant. It has the most garlicky broth you've ever had, so you should plan your day accordingly because after you eat this, you're gonna have dragon breath all day. Next is a naengmyeon spot called Seoul Ham흥naengmyeon, and I actually went here twice because I liked it that much. They don't have good naengmyeon in New York, in my opinion, that I've been able to find, so I'm very excited to try this naengmyeon here, even though it's a rainy day. And normally you eat this on like a hot day. Maybe just a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of mustard. My cousin took me to Umuljeep in Hongdae, which has a beautiful ambiance, and the food is really comforting and heartwarming. Overall, it kind of feels like you're at a spa instead of a restaurant. One thing that was different from this trip compared to my previous Korea trips is that I used TikTok to do research of places to go. One of the spots I found was Yeonnam Mulgalbi, which had this really spicy galbi soup. This was a really good meal, especially after a long day and especially with a little bit of soju. Surprisingly, one of my favorite meals in Seoul was at this Vietnamese restaurant called Gua. First of all, it's located in a really cool neighborhood called Seongsu, which has lots of cool shops and other restaurants and cafes. And food-wise, everything was so fresh and the flavors and textures were amazing.
오, 많이 들어간대? Christina in Vietnam.
Finally, for a traditional market experience, you've got to go to Gwangjang Sijang or Gwangjang Market and be sure to get some bindaetteok or mung bean pancakes. They actually sell these at stalls or little stations around the market, but my aunt and I went to a sit-down part, so there's like a covered actual restaurant inside the market that sells the mung bean pancakes. So it was nice to just get away from the hustle and bustle of the market, sit inside, enjoy some makgeolli with the pancakes. And then for dessert, we had some gwabegi, which are basically Korean twisted donuts, but these were made with corn flour, which gave them a nice deep taste. Now, the reason I decided to visit Seoul in the first place is because my grandma was turning 90. This is my last living grandparent, and so I wanted to take the opportunity to spend time with her during this milestone birthday year. My aunt and my mom prepared a really nice lunch for the family, and they all came over. We enjoyed a meal together, took some photos for the occasion. It's just so rare to get a family photo like this because I don't see these cousins or these relatives in Korea very often, so I was really happy that I was able to make it over to Korea for this special day. My in-laws were also in Seoul at the time, so it was nice to spend some time with them and even celebrate my father-in-law's birthday there. I've got some extended family in Korea, so I also got to spend some time with my younger cousins who know all of the fun stuff to do around Seoul. Now I am right by Hongdae University, and my cousin is gonna meet me, the one that I just had lunch with, and we're gonna go do an escape room. So we'll see how that goes, because if the clues are in Korean and the puzzles are in Korean, I am probably gonna be dead weight in this escape room challenge, but we'll see.
오 이쁘다. 되게 깔끔하네요. 오 이쁘다.
We made a surprise stop on the way to the escape room. Oh, and now we get to pick our 4 best picks. 어느 거 고를까? Yay!
힘들어요. 오늘 있었습니다. 역시 똑똑한 언니.
아니 완전 똑똑해. One of the most special things about traveling is being able to connect with friends that you aren't able to see very often. So I have a friend named Sujin who I went to college with for just one semester. After our first semester of college, she decided to move back to Korea, but we've been able to stay in touch anytime I visited Korea over the last 15 years. I'm with my friend Sujin.
From Berkeley. 서울숲을 걸어 다니고 있어요.
날씨 너무 좋아요 오늘.
너무 좋아. 너무 행복해.
6년 만에
맞아. 이런 브이로그 너무 좋다. 이제 나 그때 담은 것도 봤어.
그래.
근데 그 몇 년 뒤에 봤어. 그래서 이걸 담았었구나 그때. 그래서 너무 좋다. 이때 내 그게 담겨 있어서 이번에도.
I love having those friendships where you can just pick up where you left off and it feels like no time has passed at all. And in between all of these fun activities and excursions and meals, I also took in all the quiet time and moments at home with my family. From making kimbap to eating late night ramyeon to shopping, these moments with my parents and my family were the times that I tried to be the most mindful and present. Just popping in here to tell you a little bit about this video's sponsor, which is Squarespace. Squarespace is, in my opinion, the best and easiest way to build a website. And not only build a website, but build your online presence, brand, and connection with your audience. To me, a great website starts with great design that brings people in. And Design Intelligence from Squarespace combines 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology, which empowers you to build a beautiful, more personalized website tailored to your unique needs and craft a bespoke digital identity to use across your entire online presence. If you sell products or services, then Squarespace Payments is the easiest way to manage your payments in one space. Not only is it super simple to get started, but you can also give your customers lots of different ways to pay, from Apple Pay to direct deposit to Klarna. Again, just helping you reach more people and connect with your audience better. And finally, another great tool that Squarespace offers is it allows you to sell content like online courses, blogs, videos, memberships. So many people are out there creating content, finding different streams of revenue. So I think it's great that Squarespace offers this opportunity for you to add to that. I've been a Squarespace user for years and I cannot recommend it more. So if you're interested in trying Squarespace out, then you can go to squarespace.com/kchoi to get a free trial. And when you're ready, you can use my code kchoi to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Info's in the description box, so check it out. And thanks again, Squarespace, for sponsoring this video. And finally, I went on some excursions beyond Seoul, specifically to Busan and Jeju Island. I visited Busan with my mom and some cousins, and we just spent one night there, but we actually were able to see a lot. And again, just spending time together was the main purpose, and I really loved that.
부산에 왔습니다. 감천 문화마을이라는 곳에서 뷰가 엄청나게 잘 보이는 카페에 왔습니다. 언니 픽으로.
Thank you, TikTok. 우리 이제 어디 왔어요?
오륙도에 왔어요.
뷰가 뭐지? 한글로?
경치? 경치 좋다.
경치가 너무 좋아요.
카페 다니는 거랑 호텔 뷰가 너무 좋았어요. 호텔 뷰가 너무 좋았고 바다도 너무 좋았고 언니랑 놀아서 너무 좋았고 아주 재밌었어요.
From Busan, I flew directly to Jeju with my mom, and we had a little mother-daughter trip for Mother's Day. We even happened to be in Jeju at the same time as my friend Victoria, who you would have seen in my London vlog. We are hiking. I'm with Victoria. Say hi. Hi. What's the name of this trail again?
영실.
Yeongsil. We are on the Yeongsil Trail, and this is at Hallasan Mountain, which is this like really big mountain in the center of Jeju Island. And it's pretty nicely like made. There's lots of steps and walkways and stuff, but we're in the middle of a long climb. I don't actually know how long this hike is, you know?
Good question. I
Guess
have
we'll
no
find
idea.
out. We'll find out. 된장찌개.
You know gorilla?
Gorilla.
Yes.
We are at the Hallin Gongwon, which is like a tropical botanical garden. They have so many things to see here. It's really nice. I feel like I've reached peak ajumma status because I love botanical gardens now. Right before this, we were at the Ewol Handam Gongwon, and there's like a nice little walking trail there by the beach. It was so pretty, like the water was so turquoise blue, and we also saw some Henya who are diving. I just feel like we got so lucky with the weather, and I'm really enjoying just taking in all the different nature and greenery here in Jeju.
바다색이 너무나 아름다웠어요. Emerald and blue is so beautiful.
So these are called, what is it called, Emma?
서울 하룻밤.
돌 하루방. 하루방 is like a way to say 할아버지, I guess, in the accent here. But anyway, what you're supposed to do, I guess, is touch the nose if you want a son. So my mom just made me take a picture like this. When I look back at my time in Seoul, I'm just filled with so much happiness because A, I'm not sure when my next trip to Korea will be, and B, I am really glad that I was able to put myself in the right mindset to just be present and enjoy every moment while I was there. It was such a bittersweet moment when I had to leave Korea because I had been traveling for about 7 weeks at that point, so I was ready to go home and get a little bit of rest. At the same time, I didn't want my time there to end. Coming to the present day, I have fully transitioned back into my corporate life. But if you have any questions about my sabbatical that you'd like me to make more videos on, then please leave those questions or ideas in the comments. My sabbatical was such a rewarding experience for me, so I'd love to share more about it if you're interested. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!